Ashen One, Bish.
Ah, 'tis, wasn't it? Pretty be careful.
Welcome, husband. Very well, then take no. Farewell, Ashen One.
Ah, well, you're good. And but weird, don't you think?
Oh, hello, and what is daughter? Heavens. She will thank you. Almost. You keep as. You can keep as. Goodbye. And stay safe.
Oh, this and I. As I have said, alas, but I can't. Perhaps I'm a little weep, but though. As I have, but I weep. Then shall we be bearer? Be safe, champion of Ash.
anytime you see a body on the floor, good chance it's going to stand up, so kill it while you have the chance. Make your life easier. Should have a little buddy drop down in any second. There he is. Alright, and we will open this up. Now, if you're really, really low for whatever reason, there's a bonfire right down there you can grab. We're not going to go grab that just yet. We're going to grab this. Shield. Then we're going to go back up top. Now this area can be a little bit tricky, almost annoying to a sense, just because of all these enemies throwing shit. Shield. Now we're going to go back up top. Now this area can be a little bit tricky, almost annoying to a sense, just because of all these enemies throwing shit. So, shield is going to be your best friend here. First.
Okay, so I needed that back.
Another non-secret, and so coming. Another non-secret, and so coming.
So screwed. Can't tell if it's an enemy or not. No, it's a dude praying. It's all good.
Well, this pit is for hollow, or perhaps... Oh, yes, it's him, but we'll all be mad. Beware, you might need this. Come here to pile up your victim. You'll see when you... You'll take... This you... This you...
Welcome home, speak thine heart. Very well, then take. Farewell, Ashen One.
Let's go here. Let's go.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take. Farewell, Ash.
be getting in this next episode. It's, as I mentioned previously, it's a little bit absurd how much it happens to be in this area. A lot of it kind of, you know, I wouldn't say hidden, but rather tucked away, like the whole Covenant thing we just joined. Definitely a little bit awkward. You know, the Sunbro one, not that hard to find, but I can definitely see how it can be a little bit tricky. You just assume things connect and don't fall down it. All of a sudden you've missed the Covenant. And the one we just went to being completely optional. It's not up here. On directions always. Now we're good to go. You may remember we already opened it. It's a bit easier. Don't need to worry about getting hit while we're trying to open it. This dude. Grab that Titanite. And we reach the bonfire. Right. Now we're gonna rest real fast. We're at 23 minutes. I think I can make the connection quick enough to justify doing it. So, we're going to be... Actually, it might be better waiting. There's still quite a bit left. Screw it. We're already going. We're gonna do it. Alright, some kill dudes here.
Aha, welcome to my... I am corny, but here... I hear the unkin care to learn some... Most what? To reiterate, the pleasure is...
Pyromancer.
Well, but I get it. To the...
Got him. Hand axe. Just checking my list, making sure I'm not skipping anything. So now we're gonna go down. Alright, we'll take down Pot Guy now. These guys are kind of mean. One of the very few enemies that can continually hit you while you're on the ground, whereas usually you kind of have like iframes when you're sitting there. Went out and get... this guy. The best items in the game for a Pyromancer. Fire Clutch Ring. Huge, huge boost to your fire damage. Bomb. Kill you. These two. There'll be a little dude around this corner that we're gonna kill. Now from here, we're gonna be making a sprint. You can see there's some enemies that are patrolling here. We're going to ignore them for now, and we're going to be basically connecting the shortcut path. So, we want to run straight over here. There should be a dog we need to kill. really see it in the fog, but we're going to be coming up to Mama Rat in a second. Now, this path is what's going to lead us to the Cleric NPC. Before we can reach her, though, we need to get Morticia's Ashes. We pick those up in just a little bit, so just keep that in mind. We're going to be coming back through this area. Area a little bit later from now to secure that NPC. Up this, and now the gate hasn't opened. Hey, the Crystal Lizard's back too. We're gonna take him out. And there's our bonfire. You gotta be careful, because pretty much as soon as you, like, Crystal Lizard knows you're coming, it's gonna book it. It's just gonna haul ass. Time for you, I want the lizard. There we go. Got ourselves the lizard. Got the sharp gem. And we're good. Real fast. Might as well wrap things up with Podrick. It's worked in as part of the weapon art. What is happening, guys? Cowboy here. Today we're going to show you how to pick up the Butcher's Knife as early as the Undead Settlement. So the specific bonfire we are at right now is the cliff underside. And the reason we're doing this video separate, not part of the walkthrough, is obviously it kind of takes away from the walkthrough since it's a different context. But I do consider this to be something very important for strength builds. Early on, this is hands down the best strength weapon you'll have access to. to be cutting across this bridge. We're just going to wait for these guys to... Let's load this elevator. It's always a little bit scary when enemies get in elevators with you. And you're going to sprint through this area. So we're about to encounter a Frost Knight. They're typically placed in areas as kind of like Titanite demons from Dark Souls 1 now, kind of like the skill check. Can you go to this area yet? Fortunately, we still have iframes when interacting with objects, such as doors or levers. So as you can see, we're able to sprint past that, grab this bonfire real fast, and then we're going to continue our sprint. Now, as I mentioned previously, the main reason for doing this is to get you a fantastic strength weapon early on in the game. Just gonna literally go and get that item, and then we are going to homeward bone right on out of here. If you run past everything far enough, you should lose aggro on enemies. So pick up the Brigand Axe while we're over. Grab this bonfire real fast. Then we're going to continue our sprint. Now, as I mentioned previously, the main reason for doing this is to get you a fantastic strength weapon early on in the game. Literally go and get that item, and then we are going to homeward bone right on out of here. Run past everything far enough, you should lose aggro on enemies. Also pick up the Brigand Axe while we're over. But this is what we really want. The healing effect on the Butcher's Knife is pretty brutal now. Worked in part of the weapon art. There we go. Have it. So I'm not going to pick up this other stuff. I'm going to save that for the walkthrough. But that is how you snatch up Butcher's Knife as early as Undead Settlement, which is actually pretty good considering this is the second area of the game. Like I said, fantastic strength weapon to pick up early on. Just to put things into perspective, we're going to be showing just a moment here. So looking at the weapon compared against the Deep Axe, and given the Deep Axe is enchanted, so we see 207 to 135. The first thing you notice here is that we have A scaling in strength at level 1. And on top of that, perhaps the most significant thing about this weapon is that the weapon art on it, sharpening the blade, increases HP, restored with each successful hit, is extremely powerful, and I cannot express that enough to kind of showcase how ridiculous it can be. We'll actually go mess with some stuff real fast. We can go right here. We're just going to engage an enemy, take a good bit of damage, sharpen it, and then show you guys how awesome it is. Alright, so here we are back at the high wall of Lothric. Real fast, we're going to take some damage here and then show you just how effective the healing trait on this thing now is. Big leap down. There we go, missing a chunk of health. Now, as you noted, regular hits from the Butcher's Knife have never been all that powerful, and they still aren't. However, we use our weapon art for sharpen. Look at that. It's like Bloodborne levels of regaining health. And it scales off hitting multiple enemies. So, yeah, needless to say, between the A scaling in strength and the ridiculous amount of healing you can receive, the Butcher's Knife is a fantastic starting weapon. So either way, guys, thanks for coming on by. I hope you are enjoying the walkthrough. If you are doing a strength build, definitely pick this baby up. Awesome, awesome weapon to have with a fantastic weapon art. And with that being said, we will see you next time.
Welcome, host. Very then taken. Farewell, Ashen One.
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
Ah, just wasn't he? Pretty be careful. I don't.
What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and we are ready to continue on with our walkthrough. So you may notice we also have the butcher knife now. I went and grabbed that. Did end up putting that in a separate video since it is kind of separate from the walkthrough, but important for strength builds who want to grab that. Of course, that is right before this episode in the playlist if you'd like to check that out. So now that we have that, we're proceeding from the cliff underside bonfire. We're going to head down that way. I'd actually started a recording and just kind of had an unfortunate mishap with getting knocked off the bridge. So we're going to drop down. The enemies have patrolled up top, it seems, so we should be good to go. Now, get past this bridge because you're going to have a bad time trying to fight on it. We're actually going to run past these enemies for now, just to lure them back and separate them a bit. Oh, look at that sharpen effect. Look at that health we're getting back. God, it's so beautiful. So now that those two are dead, let's head on back. So there's one more pot thrower right over here. One easy way to handle these guys is you can actually block the pot throw. We're close, so he's not going to throw it. He might if we back up a little bit farther away. We'll find out in just a second here. Oh my god, Mr. Pot, please stop that. God, these guys are brutal. Hot Man is dead. So looking down here, you can see a couple of items. We're going to be going to that area in just a little bit, rest assured. First thing we're going to want to do, though, is go this way. There's going to be some dogs up around this corner. Give me back my health. Blurring skull. that large soul. That guy down. And we're going to head this way. Now you may notice an NPC here. He'll end up coming into play a little bit later, but for now just talk to him.
If like them.
And you can just open this door. Nothing special about it. You just open things on
face
up,
enough.
and there's going to be an elevator here, which will
If
end up
like the
coming all the
go
way
on.
down and have onion bro on it. So after you use this elevator, you want to basically run over it so that the elevator triggers, and then after it's triggered, get back on so that you can go all the way up top. For those that are confused, basically it's like doing that, but back when you're at the bottom. So grab the nameless soldier. We're gonna actually hit this in a second, just so this elevator is back for when we want to use it in a second. We're gonna go up top, and we're gonna make a friend.
I help any time.
So I'm not sure what the actual token of friendship is. Every time I have talked to this guy, I've had the token of friendship, so I'm not exactly sure if it's something in particular you have to pick up. I don't believe it is, but I've gone through this 3 times now, and every time it's just worked. So on the way back down, we're going to roll off. Oh, and I missed my roll. I'm supposed to roll on the other side. That was a bit of a sloppy, sad mistake. But that's okay. We're not that far. Run right back over there. So we are going to pop an ember, just because I want to be able to show you guys any and all some signs that appear. Slots back over there, just save that health. No matter, it'll be okay. So this should be gonna wait just a second. Let these guys pad off the bridge, run across it without trying to dodge everything. Now they are going to notice you, so just be ready to go. See these guys are throwing the pots. Ooh, man. The knockback on those pots is quite brutal. We're going to run on back. We're going to get on that elevator. Now, since we wrote it down, it should be waiting for us. We can run straight onto it for now. Actually, we'll probably have to go all the way up to the top just to get our souls. So we're going to figure out where our roll-off point is. There's our roll-off point right there. Keep that in mind. There we go.
Don't disappear like that. You have me downright worried. Thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable...
So when you first open the door, the elevator's coming up and he's on it. You can talk to him. Then, following that, when you ride the elevator to the top and then get off here, he has moved locations. So at this point, we have the fire demon up ahead. He will help with this fight.
I've unraveled the riddle of this... No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now. On some... I went... Anyway, how... should have waited. Well, it's too late now. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side. Ah! That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword. Long may the sun shine. Well, you...
This thing looks scary, but just mess it up.
But you mustn't get in over your...
And now he is gonna chill, set, which we already have on, of course. Grab a couple things, and then come back, and we're gonna get a second gesture off of him as well. It's an item needed to respec. set, which we already have on, of course. So there is this little path here. I haven't found anything significant about it, but it seems odd that this whole path exists here without any items. Something interesting to point out. And at this point, he should be sleeping, so if we go back on up.
Well, you...
There we go. Now he is asleep. Got that gesture. Should be a fun one to do when people are running from you in PvP. Gonna head on in. Two very important rings coming up in just a little bit here. Right here, this is a trap just waiting to happen. These guys are going to drop down. So, go in. strength build. If you have a piercing weapon on you, such as a rapier, or we're going to sharpen, we're going to walk up very slowly here. Thought she was going to be dead. Looks like she got off her fire hug. That's okay, though. They're both almost dead, so as soon as we stand up... Should be it. We're going to head on up this way. Down real fast, make sure I didn't forget anything. And the significant thing is up here, pick up our Flynn's ring. Excellent. Item for classes that have low vitality. It allows you to basically get a damage boost based on the lower that your character's weight is. So with my character being as close as I am to 6'10", I never put on my covetous ring. Even if I see very, very slight increase in attack power. If we take off some stuff, you can see the attack power will rise as we take gear off. Now, I actually really need to get up vitality quite a bit, so that's going to be where the next couple are going to be going. For now, at least, we'll take our helmet and run with that fire. So, drop down. Drop down again. Heal up for good measure. Now what you have to do here, very similar to the well in Majula of Dark Souls 2. Run and leap, and you can minimize the damage you'll take from the fall. Now we have everyone's favorite ring, the Chloranthy ring. in addition to the mirror set. So we're not going to be using the mirror set. That chloranthy ring, though, that is going to be getting used. As you can see, there is the door that we can use to get back to the boss. Looking where we're at right now, right over here is the way to the bonfire. So from here, I would suggest just using a bone. At this point, we're going to hop back to a different bonfire and actually continue on towards the boss.
Asher bring with, is it not?
Just wasn't he? Pretty be careful.
Heavens. 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 Oh, I would... Be safe. What a stars to talk.
Welcome, speak. Very well then. Farewell, Ashen One. Welcome, husband. Very well, then take. Farewell, Ashen.
risk, wasn't he? There, so we bring this business in back. My, I won't believe. Pretty big.